space. So when you start, you have Pandora, Spotify, they're now allowing independent artists to upload music. So without actually going into the business plan, because I think sometimes we hear business plans, but we don't hear internal feelings and emotions that it takes to be a founder. So you're going into this competitive space. What makes you say, or what did you look for to know I can still make it even though there's other people out there?
Because they were missing something. Right? There were too many people saying the exact same thing, I can't get my music heard. So then I looked at the landscape. Well, the labels are, have figured out how to monetize the streaming revenues from the streaming platforms. And so they do a lot of discovery, but they're still gatekeeper, very manual, no social media elements to it. They're just music labels. And they're in the cycles of a business, they're in that milking phase. They're just milking the cash cow, right? And then you got the music players, Spotify's, the Pandoras, and so on. Well, they have all these licensing agreements with the labels to play their music, right? And so their licensing agreements have non-competes. You can't come and start discovering our artists because you're competing with our business, right? So they can't really do aggressively what Warner Music. So Spotify says, we got discovery. You're discovering most of the time an established artist that you just haven't heard before. You're not discovering that new artist, right? And so you like Drake, so maybe you might like Future. Wow, I never heard of Future. It's that kind of thing. And they're programmed to stream the songs of the most popular artists. So when I looked at the landscape, well, the labels are up here doing discovery, but they're not really doing social networking. The music players are not they're like listening devices, and they can't really do discovery by contract and legalities. And then you got the social networking platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube nibbling around the edges opportunistically, saying we can help you with music discovery because people are putting their music there, right? And so you have this big old space. And it's really about how you define your marketplace positioning. Where are you fitting? And so in that music social networking space, for new discovery, there is nobody. So it's really about carving out the niche and understanding where you sit in a crowded field.
Understanding the niche in a field.
Right.
And while still understanding the total landscape of the field itself.
Right.